Okay, welcome Jordana to Paraguay.
Thank you.
Such a great pleasure to have the opportunity to spend some time with you, and congratulations on the movie.
Thank you so much.
Well, I want to know, what is the biggest challenge in interpreting Mia after so many years and your growth with the character?
Such a good question. The biggest challenge, I would say, is to not get lazy. I think that's really, really important. I think to evolve and to find something new to do with her. And that's why, you know, with Justin, I kept saying, Justin, I really, really, really want to do some action on this one. And I was learning Taekwondo, and I was sending videos shot on my iPhone of me fighting so that he could see that. And I also think that the evolution of the females in the franchise is also helping that. So that, Michelle came up to me and she was like, dude, we've never had a scene together. I was like, that is absurd. It's crazy. And
so many years.
In so many years. And so it was really fun to explore their character dynamic. And so I think you always have to look for, okay, what haven't we done yet? And that's been really gratifying. And the other thing that's really challenging with this franchise is sometimes you have to go back and watch them all and sort of go, okay, this is what happened. And then, okay, this history makes sense because of this. And to get all the character relationships right, you have to sit through 18 hours of Fast and Furious in order to, that's your homework before one of them starts.
Cool. Your oldest son is 7 or 8, if I'm not mistaken, but I would like to know if becoming a mother changed your vision regarding Mia's character, who coincidentally also became a mother in the saga.
Yes, it did. I think whenever I played a mother, it wasn't something that was visceral. It wasn't something that I understood in a very immediate way, like how high the stakes would be if something ever happened, if he was in danger. And then the minute I became one, I understood it. And so I could relate to not only Mia's desire to protect her family, but Mia's strength, Mia's ability to put her life on the line for them. So yes, it did. It absolutely did enrich that sense of like what motherhood means.
And you always talk about your mother and your fatherhood.
That's nice. Absolutely.
The Fast and Furious saga is not only entertain us with great action scenes, but also many great messages related to family values. So how do you all get along in the cast?
I mean, we've known each other, for most of us, we've known each other for 20 years, which is
that's so much.
Crazy. It's so much. It's unbelievable to, I think, most of us. I know we get along beautifully. I have different relationships to different cast members. With Vin, it's almost like I describe it in a kind of weird way, but it's almost like ESP. It's almost like a sixth sense of, okay, I need to text Vin right now. And he has it with me too. Or if I have a question that's really, really burning, I go to Vin for advice. He really is like my big brother, and there is unconditional love there. And then, what's amazing about these films is every time we start one, we all get together, we all have speeches. There's this sense of community, and I can't imagine another franchise that has the same thing, but with that sense of fun and with that sense of carefreeness is also a huge sense of responsibility, because we don't get to do it unless we are making the best film possible. So I think we all feel like something really big is at stake. And so that collective sense of responsibility is cool to share as well, because we all care deeply about the films.
Yes, and we see that in the movies. We see the friendship, the family. It's nice. Without spoiling too much, can you tell me what your favorite scene in this chapter in the saga is?
My favorite scene. Mm-hmm. So it was one I'm not in. It was the opening scene. I loved the opening scene. Was relentless, was so huge in scope, and it just set the tone so well, where I was just like, oh my God, this is going to be such a huge ride. Because I also, like, I'm in the movie. I shouldn't be on the edge of my seat. I should know what's coming. I should just kind of be like, okay, what's coming? But I was just like, this is so exciting. So that opening scene was just so epic, especially since everyone is always saying, what are you guys going to do next? What are you guys? And it's just like Justin's answering it right there. Justin's like, that's what we're doing next. So yeah, that was really cool. It set the tone perfectly.
Yeah, it is. On each new Fast and Furious release, do you believe it's better than the previous, or is there a favorite among the 9?
My favorite among the 9, I love 9. I really, really love 9. I love 5 for personal reasons, because we shot in Rio, which is where I lived. So that was, I think, just the setting, the level of action. You know, it was Justin's return after Tokyo Drift and 4. So that's not correct, but it was still, to me, 5 was so good. So I love 1, 5, and 9. To me, are all tied. Those are my favorites.
Cool. Well, thank you very much for your time, Jordana.
Thank
It was a
you.
really pleasure to meet you, and I appreciate your time. I hope we can see each other on the next Fast and Furious.
Yes, in person, absolutely.
So thank you very much.
Thank you.